On a lighter note, we're going to be interviewing the amazing Paul Gleeson. Woo! Thanks a lot for coming on the show.
You're welcome. Thank you very much for
How are
having me.
you?
I'm great. I'm hanging in there.
Great hanging in there.
Enjoying all the conversations. Racism and all.
Yeah, it's interesting.
So, tell us, how did you get into magic?
I got into magic in a strange way. I started out as a fire performer on the streets of Grafton Street and Temple Bar. I used to fire breathe and spin fire, and I just got into a really bad accident one time at a private party, and it went up in flames. Someone actually threw beer at me when I was on a blaze.
Oh my god!
I think he was trying to. I think he meant well, but
no,
I don't think that would do.
That's
alcohol.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I rushed to the hospital, and then
how long were you doing it until that happened?
about a year. About a year I was doing it for.
Was that a near-death experience?
I don't want to bore you. Well, we got turned away from a hospital. The first hospital we went to, we got turned away from by a porter, a doorman. Said that it looked really superficial. Now I was like topless, with my chest like red. Like I think I showed your photo.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
burn marks, and I wasn't crying because I'm a man, but but I was like close to tears. And the guy just turned us away, and he wouldn't give us an ambulance or anything like that. So apparently, if he said just go home, and apparently if I want to go home, my body would have gone to shock. So I would have probably died, yeah, apparently.
So
oh
that was the end
god.
After that, yeah, I didn't really go back near it again. But someone brought me in a card trick book when I was in hospital, and I started learning a few tricks, and then it just developed from there, snowballed, and I got, I guess you could say, good at it or something like that.
So yeah, in hospital, so most people start obviously when they're like 12 years old.
A lot of guys start younger with the Paul Daniels kits and stuff like that. I never had a Paul Daniels kit, so.
What is a Paul Daniels kit?
Paul Daniels, you know Paul Daniels, he's one of the most famous musicians in the world, probably.
Okay.
Small little bald guy, married to Debbie McGee.
Quiet guy, doesn't talk. Is he mute?
No, you're thinking of Penn and Teller.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, this guy, Paul, he's English.
Wow.
I'm sure if you saw him, you'd recognise him.
Yeah.
So is with card tricks, is it literally just practice that brought you on?
Yeah, sleight of hand and definitely technique. You have to get it looking smooth and looking beautiful, because it's like an art. Like I go by deception artist.
Yes.
Because like it stems. I had a mad love for cons and just kind of gambling cheats. So I learned loads about. That's how I learned sleights quite a lot, by looking at how gamblers would cheat in games, and I kind of draw on those techniques for what I do with cards. So quite a lot. So I like kind of poker cheats and stuff like that.
I think the presentation is as important as the actual trick.
90%, yeah, it's 90. They all say it's 90% presentation. So if you haven't got that,
yeah,
so
just don't talk. You'll be the mute.
So as a deception artist, is it really magic, like the way that we understand, you know, growing up in fairy tales? No. Is it really magic, or is it all about psychology and illusion?
I don't want to ruin it for anyone. I go by that because I think when you think of magician, you think of like a guy at your kid's party pulling around.
Yeah.
And that's done. Like it's not done. They're still out there, and it's great. Kids magic is a great art, but I can't do it. I can't put up all the screaming kids pulling at you and stuff. So. Yeah, I think it's more interesting if you actually tell someone, look, I can't read your mind, but I'm actually able to make it look like I can.
Yeah.
So it's like the illusion of a sixth sense. So that kind of fascinates me. I think people are more interested because like there's a phrase, don't piss on my back and tell me it's raining. Do you know what I mean? People would rather be told the truth, and I'm saying like it's like looking at someone fly, you know, a magician fly. You know he can't fly. You just want to figure out where the wires are, and people enjoy that a little bit more. But I still think if you're totally fooled, it wrecks your head, and you try. You'll try and.
Can you do something on this now?
Yeah, before I came down, I've met you before because you helped me out with one of the pilot things we're doing.
Yeah.
But I hadn't met you before. No. Don't know anything about you.
No,
you seem to know I'm from Monkstown.
First time seeing your yes, I know that. But first time seeing your red hair and yes. So I know nothing about you apart from
okay.
your background.
Have you ever been to a psychic before?
No.
Would you have any quick opinions on like what psychics might do, or like what do you think of the idea of a psychic?
They predict the future. They can. It's more. I think psychics have more kind of feelings, and like they get in touch with the dead, and they kind of can feel feelings around them.
Well, I'm totally against all that because it's totally fake. It's all a technique.
Really?
Yeah. I've heard stories though.
You know, you'll always hear stories, but there's something called time distortion.
Yeah.
Time distortion is someone that can go into like a psychic maybe 3 years ago. They'll remember it differently. Like I could do a card trick on you at a party, and the next day you'll say it to someone. You'll tell them something different. Like I do a trick where I swallow loads of needles and I pull them out of my mouth on a piece of string. And they're all on the string. And I do another one where I swallow a piece of like string and I can pull it out my eye.
Oh, stop. Oh my God.
But people, like the week later, people are kind of going, oh, can you do that trick where you can pull string and needles from your eye? You know, people mix things up. And it's the same with going to a psychic. But like a technique a psychic would use is like cold reading. And it's the ability to talk to someone as if you'd never met them. So like I've met you, but like an example of cold reading on you might be you're quite extroverted, you're a social, affable person. But sometimes you might be a bit wary. You probably found it unwise to be open and revealing yourselves too quickly to other people. You might have a guilty pleasure for cupcakes with icing on top. You know, it's things like that, you know, kind of phrases. Does that make sense to you? I would say...
Do you have a guilty pleasure for cupcakes with ice cream?
I would say that you personally feel like you prefer that you get on better with girls than you do with guys. And that sometimes stems from a kind of something at youth. So I would say you probably have maybe 2 sisters. Say no. So I think it's probably 1 sister and a close relationship with your mum. Would that be right? You've 1 sister. Okay. Try this one. This thing. Okay. I don't know anything about you, and we've.
No, I don't. I haven't said anything yet.
I haven't given him 50 quid and said, "Here, be a good sport." Okay. Don't say anything. Think of your mum. Go with your sister because it's closer. I think she's closer age to you, so we'll go with your sister, right?
Jack, come back!
I know. Whoa, that's just crazy.
Just in your head, scream the name of your sister. Okay. Really loudly. Make it really, really loud. It's something. It's a long name, but you can. It's not like Jack or Paul. It's a long with a dull. There's 2 syllables, because I can hear you say it twice. It's like Kelly. It's not Kelly. It's like Kathleen or Catherine, something like that.
Let me tell you.
It's either Kathleen or that's all like Kathleen or Catherine.
Kate.
It's Kate. Not too far off. Okay, and
that is.
So that's cold reading. Like that's not. I'm not a psychic, but you could pay me €50 to go in, and that would just be it. And then I could kind of tell you something about your future, which you would then live by. And say, look, you're on the right path. Even though you could say you're on the right path now, and something great's going to happen. You're going to get that job you went for, and you come out feeling happy, and you'll have paid €50 for that.
Yeah.
But when you understand how it's done, you feel it's preying on people that have lost like children and stuff like that.
One thing I really want to know about is there people that are just very hard to read, or is there people that are completely simple?
There's people that shut down. They try and shut down. They don't want to give anything away, but sometimes it's actually kind of easier. To find out what they're thinking, because they're trying so hard not to give something away. They're actually giving everything away. But the person I had the most difficulty with was we started filming our show White Rabbit when we were in 2nd year. With do you guys still have MPS here?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we are MPS.
You were MPS. Oh my bad. Well, MPS were the ones that started doing the show for me, White Rabbit. And we got to film with all comedians that were coming through, like Des Bishop and Carl Spain, Neil Delamere, all those guys. And Neil Delamere was by far the hardest person I've ever had to perform for in my life. He was intentionally trying to like screw me over, with different things. But he was really hard to read, and it's the only time I've ever gotten something wrong on camera that was with him. But then I recuperated afterwards, and so, yeah. But I was just for that week, I was like, don't talk to me.
How did you gain the perception to read people though?
I just read loads of books and. Really interested in psychology and the psychology of how people think and behavior analysis.
Yeah.
And you met my idol Beyonce, and not to mention Justin Timberlake and Frank Jez. How did you get that access? How did you get in there?
Frank Jez is the man. He does he opens up for all the big acts, and he usually brings them over. Actually, you just reminded me of this.
I mean, like in the O2 or something?
Yeah, he opens up for them, and he hooks loads of stuff up. So they often remember Spirit. It's the Academy now.
I remember.
He's in the VIP area upstairs, and after the shows, he used to have all the kind of after parties in there.
Yeah.
So that's where you'd meet people. But like, you probably have it in your head that I was going around like what you see in the videos, but I was just starting out then, so it was probably like the worst card trick she's ever seen. But she was really nice about it. So, but that was when I just started out, when it was the first job I had.
So you just did a card trick on her?
Yeah, and that was it. Because there's so many people around her, and there's so many people, like security, all that stuff in case someone tries something on.
Yeah.
So it was literally in and out. So it's not glamorous or anything, but I can't brag too much about it. But what was I going to say? Yeah, Frank Jez, he brought, Chris Brown?
Yeah, of course.
The trick that I did on you with the cups and spikes, Right.
You did it on him.
No, it got me banned from his after party. I wasn't allowed to go to Chris Brown's after party.
Why? Because you did the spikes trick.
Because I did that on Frank Jez and his the guy he works with, Ahmed. I did it
Oh,
in the,
no.
for our White Rabbit show.
Well, to be honest, Joe, I don't blame him. It is petrifying.
Well, he was opening
so
up.
scary.
He went up to Belfast and he said to Chris Brown's people, "Oh, we've got a magician coming to the after party. He's going to blow your mind." And they started telling him the story, and then we just got an email. Like the guy who was managing me at the time got an email going, "Oh, they don't want you to make Chris Brown look stupid, so you're not allowed in." And I was like, "Can I even go and just hang out?" And they were like, "No, you're not allowed in."
Really?
Yeah, I was so.
I think he missed
sad.
out.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, well, I
really...
I thought it might be nice to meet him and all, because Rihanna showed up that night as well when they were going out.
Yeah.
So,
the good time.
yeah, and the good times, yeah.
Yeah.
Before we beat her up.
Because you're saying you're studying hypnosis right now.
I am putting a lot of study and thought into hypnosis.
I think that's absolutely
Can you do this? Give us a card trick.
I can give you a card trick if you'd like to do a card trick. Yeah.
Are these a special deck cards?
No, just name your favourite card. Have you got a favourite card?
Yeah, I've got
Queen.
Queen of
Hearts.
Queen of Hearts. Check it out, man. Okay.
Yeah.
See that? You're gonna sign your name across for me, if you
Okay.
wouldn't mind. Okay, we'll let Jack sign his name across it as well. If you
Okay.
want to make sure that the cameras get it as well.
Okay. So you just want me to sign my name?
Yeah, pretty big, but leave a bit of room for Jack as well.
Do you think I'm that mean?
You've got a pretty big signature. That's crazy.
Nice and big, so the cameras
Nice
can
and
pick it.
big. So,
I'm gonna ask you a kind of a weird request.
Okay.
Got it?
yeah.
Queen of Hearts. Check it out. This is the weird part.
Are these a special deck cards?
Absolutely not. You can examine them, everything. How can I do this without sounding rude? Can you just bite down on that between your teeth? And
you
just
want me
keep
to eat
yeah,
it?
just keep it between your teeth. So you know I can't change it or anything like that. Is that fair?
Hi.
Yeah, and just say it like that, don't worry.
Cards do not taste good.
Sorry. Jack, can I have my pen? Would you mind just uncap it? Just
Yes, pull it off. Sure.
Sort of sweaty hands.
No,
Sorry.
but
I'm going to do the exact same so we both look stupid, okay? Like that.
Keep you quiet.
okay. Stealing my
Alright.
limelight.
Check it out.
So that you wrote your name on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Camera has it as well, so
Okay,
check
camera
this out.
has that too.
Alright. Okay, how many hands? Okay, look me in the eyes. Okay, watch this. Just stay here.
Oh, why are you in?
Okay, wait. Did you feel nothing?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
That's the first time that's ever happened with a girl. Okay. Open up your card first, okay?
Okay.
Open it up.
All the way open.
All the way open, yeah.
Oh my god.
Shout to the camera.
Oh my gosh.
And that will mean that I should have your queen.
It's Paul.
I am flabbergasted.
I
That's a
actually
souvenir
felt
covered in your
it. I actually
saliva.
felt it. Like, I actually thought
So-
I felt something in my mouth.
Can we ask for an explanation or is it completely...
It's all sleight of hand. That's what you have to remember, that it's all... Like
What?
you can inspect it and make sure that there's nothing.
No, but it's just like, what?
But what I love is you're being really true about it. Like you actually are being true, but it's almost not being true by true. I can't believe it. We have a surprise for you though.
Uh-oh.
We knew it was
We
your
do have
birthday
a
next
surprise.
You knew it was my birthday next week?
Yeah, so
Okay.
we knew it was your birthday.
You get no
I've
Paul.
actually
You
been
get
so
no.
busy. I was about to tell you.
We
No,
made
it's not.
arrangements for it, and so here we are. Happy birthday
Day
to
to
you.
you. A week
Happy
early.
birthday
Day to